is transferred to the estate.
That is all I ask, to understand the exact terms.
This movie is sure to tug at the heartstrings. Hugh Bonneville has opened up about the third Downton Abbey film, describing it as a lasting tribute to the late Dame Maggie Smith. Smith, known for her iconic role as Violet Crawley in the series and its two films, passed away at 89 on September 27th. Her co-stars have since shared heartfelt tributes. Although her passing came after filming wrapped, the upcoming movie will honor her legacy. Bonneville, who plays Violet's son Robert, shared with Virgin Radio UK that the third film will serve as a fitting farewell. We finished a third, and I think probably final, Downton Abbey film this summer, which will come out next September, Bonneville revealed. It's a wonderful way to tie up all the stories and provide fans with a proper send-off. He added that the movie is deeply rooted in the Downton estate and focuses on saying goodbye to the beloved characters. We also say goodbye to Dame Maggie, which was incredibly poignant on screen and now in real life. She'll be deeply missed, but the final film will undoubtedly stand as a beautiful tribute to her. Hugh Bonneville, who also stars in the Paddington series, previously honored his Downton Abbey co-star Dame Maggie Smith following her passing. He shared, "Anyone who ever shared a scene with Maggie will attest to her sharp eye, sharp wit, and formidable talent." He went on to call her a true legend of her generation, adding, "Thankfully, she will live on in so many magnificent screen performances. My condolences to her boys and wider family." Dan Stevens, who played Matthew Crawley, also reflected on her legacy, describing Smith as one of the greats. Meanwhile, Michelle Dockery, who portrays Mary Crawley, said, "There was no one quite like Maggie. I feel tremendously lucky to have known such a maverick. She will be deeply missed, and my thoughts are with her family." As for the future of the franchise, Bonneville thinks Downton Abbey 3 is the best installment yet. He's excited for fans to see what he calls the finest chapter in the series. Hugh Bonneville opened up about Downton Abbey 3 in an interview with Yahoo, teasing exciting developments for his character, Robert Crawley. For Robert, it's the usual, a dinosaur being reluctantly dragged into the future, Bonneville joked. Eventually, he stumbles forward a bit. There's always that slow rhythm of change with him. He hinted at the classic Downton vibe, saying, "It's got the usual tropes of thrills and spills." Well, spills in a very Downton way, which is more like spilling a teacup. There's warmth, fun, and new elements I won't spoil, but I really believe this is the best film version yet. Reflecting on his journey with Downton Abbey, Bonneville marveled at its enduring legacy. "It amazes me that we started in 2010, and here we are, 14 years later, making a third movie. What's been particularly touching is seeing a whole new generation discover it, especially during the pandemic when people revisited the series." He also shared how meaningful the experience has been. "I'm not complaining, it's been a wonderful part of my life. Filming this third movie feels like a reunion with people I care deeply about, both on and off screen. It'll be fun to see how this movie turns out." The last one took place in 1928, where Tom Branson, the Earl of Grantham's widowed son-in-law, married Lucy Smith, who's Lady Maud Bagshaw's illegitimate daughter and only heir. Lady Maud happened to be Queen Mary's lady-in-waiting. Meanwhile, Violet Crawley, the Dowager Countess, dropped a bombshell by revealing that she was gifted a villa in southern France ages ago by the late Marquis de Montmineral. She decided to leave it to her great-granddaughter Sibby, Tom, and the late Lady Sybil Crawley's daughter, so she could have a more equal standing with her cousins George, Caroline, Marigold, and Peter. A film production company approaches Downton to shoot a silent film called The Gambler. Robert initially says no, but Lady Mary Talbot, his eldest daughter and the estate manager, convinces him otherwise, pointing out that the fee could cover fixing Downton's leaky roof. The staff are thrilled about the film stars arriving, but lead actress Myrna Dalglish rubs some the wrong way with her attitude. Meanwhile, the new Marquis de Montmiral invites the Crawley family to visit the villa. Violet, being unwell, stays behind, but Tom and Lucy, Lady Bagshaw, Robert and Cora, along with their daughter Edith and her husband Bertie, head off to France. Carson, Mr. Bates, and Miss Baxter join them as part of the travel group. Lady Edith, who's back to writing for her London-based magazine, uses the trip as an opportunity for work. Lady Mary stays at Downton to manage the film crew with help from Mrs. Carson, formerly Mrs. Hughes. At the villa, the Marquis de Montmiral welcomes the Crawley family. but his mother challenges Violet Crawley's ownership of the property. The family lawyer shuts down her claim, explaining that the villa legally belongs to Violet as it was gifted to her by the late Marquis before his marriage. Later, the Marquis drops a bombshell on Robert, suggesting they might be half-brothers since Robert's birth date lines up with Violet's 1864 visit. That same night, Cora shares devastating news with Robert. She might have a terminal illness. Overwhelmed, Robert breaks down, fearing he could lose his mother, the Crawley name and title, and his wife all at once. Back at Downton, the studio cancels The Gambler because silent films are no longer profitable in the talkie era. Lady Mary steps in with a solution: finish the movie by dubbing dialogue over existing scenes and filming new ones with sound. While lead actor Guy Dexter's voice works perfectly, Myrna Daglish's heavy Cockney accent doesn't fit her upper-class role. Mrs. Hughes suggests Lady Mary dub Myrna Daglish's voice, but Daglish, fearing her career is over, quits. However, Anna and Daisy convince her to stay and finish the film. Mr. Molesley, who can lip-read, reconstructs the dialogue and creates a new script for dubbing. During filming, Guy Dexter reveals subtly to Thomas Barrow that he is also gay, sparking a romantic connection. Dexter offers Barrow a job as his housekeeper and wardrobe assistant in New York, which Barrow accepts. The family returns to Downton while the filming continues. Lady Mary gently turns down director Jack Barber's advances, despite her marriage being strained by Henry's prolonged absence at a car rally. Barrow prepares to leave for New York with Dexter, excited about starting a new life together. Meanwhile, Dr. Clarkson diagnoses Cora with pernicious anemia, which is treatable, bringing relief to the family. Cora helps Daglish refine an American accent, giving her a shot at reviving her career. Lady Edith decides to resume running her London magazine, feeling unfulfilled as a Marchioness. Newlyweds Daisy and Andy, seeking more privacy, scheme to match Mr. Mason with Mrs. Patmore, which works out perfectly. When unpaid movie extras stage a walkout, the Downton staff step in to save the film. Barber offers Molesley a lucrative screenwriting deal, and in a charming twist, Molesley proposes to Miss Baxter, unaware that the entire household can hear him through an open microphone. Violet reassures Robert that his father was indeed the late Lord Grantham and nothing significant happened between her and the elder Montmirail. As Violet's health declines, she passes away peacefully, surrounded by her loved ones and the household staff. Afterward, Lady Mary asks Carson to return temporarily as butler to train footman Andy to take over for Barrow. Months later, Tom and Lucy come back to Downton with their newborn, alongside Sibby. A new portrait of Violet is proudly displayed in the entry hall. Well, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more updates on this and other exciting upcoming movies. Click the like button and share this with your family and friends. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.